afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Stacey Flowers, and I am a student of Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, and I am on a journey to become 100% debt-free. My current debt is $89,999. I'm on baby step number 2 to repay all of my debts. I'm under 100K. I'm on baby step number 2 to repay all of my debts. My current income, blah, blah. In this video, I'm going to be budgeting my income of $10,000 for February 2021 in the zero-based budget format following Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. I am very excited. I don't know if you guys can tell, but listen, I am I'm under 100K. I'm feeling amazing. Like, seeing my debt go down by 10 grand in less than 30 days is an amazing feeling. Like, I feel incredible. I'm super, super excited. So if you are interested in that, please keep watching. Sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked. Yeah, I'm in I was looking over my budget to do my budget report card, and I'm not proud of my budget report card, but I am very proud of how things are happening with respect to my debt and where things are going. So I'm just in a really, really good mood. Normally I like to do this budget before the month begins. However, I traveled to my hometown, and I was in my hometown over the weekend, and then when I got back, I just rolled into the weekend. So I wasn't able to do the budget before the month began how I normally do that. For that, I do apologize. But typically, just so you guys know, the date I'm shooting for to do the remaining, 10 budgets of this year is the last Saturday of every month at 7 a.m. That is what I'm shooting for. So, and that's why that I didn't get there. And then also, you guys are getting a little bit of a sneak peek of the kitchen being designed in my home. You see this stunning, super incredible slate color that I'm totally in love with. Like, it makes me very, very happy. So that's the color, the kitchen color. It's this gorgeous slate, and I'm very, very happy with it. Makes me very happy. So yeah, let's get into February. So, and if you're interested in the budget forms, they'll be in the description box on any of my budgeting videos, but important goings on in February. So my income this month is 10K, which if you watched last month, that's half of the income that I did last month. And that is for a couple of reasons. One, just because, I get to decide how much I want to pay myself. But, and I wanted to pay myself half. But the reason why I wanted to pay myself half, and for those of you guys who are new, this is my net income that I make from working in my company part-time. But I wanted to pay myself half because the other interesting, important goings on in February is I've created a physical product, and I want to sell that physical product. And in order to create a physical product and inventory it, good morning, Amanda, in order to, have people help you package that physical product, there are a ton more expenses that are associated with that, and in there being more expenses, that turns into more risk. And I am the person who is running my company, and my company is doing beautiful, and it is very profitable, and I'm very proud of everything that I've done. But I like to manage my risk in a way that is incredibly comfortable for me. So while I could have paid myself more money this month, it makes me sleep better at night to pay myself less and know that I have more in the company in the event that something goes on with the launch and the sale of this physical product. So that's the big reason for why there's a drop. But I still really like the amount of money that I'm making. It still blows my mind. I was looking back at some of my older videos when I was making about $800 a month, and I'm just, man, I am so grateful and so appreciative and so thankful to be in this place. So my income is half of what I made last month. Oh, we need to, give me just a second, guys. Let me get you guys hooked up to my charger before my phone dies. Come on. I'm still here. I'm just hooking you guys up to my charger. I think that will work. I don't know if it's going to fall out of the socket. I need to unplug that so that way I can get a little bit of leverage. There we go. That works. Yeah. Okay. Oops. We're down a little bit. There we go. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, no. I think it's putting too much weight on it, so it's making it go down. Sorry. Ooh, I don't know how to fix that. How can I fix that? Work. I don't want to hold that. Oh, how can I fix this? Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. You guys are getting a nice close up on my pores. Sorry. Yeah, so I have a tripod, but I just put my there we go. That works. I put my charger in, but my charger is in the wall, and so it's pulling on the phone, which is affecting the stability of the tripod. Okay, but I'm back. So that's where I am with my income. Other things that are going on this month is that I separated my expenses into a lot more detail, and you guys will see this when you see the budget report card, because, so for example, grouping all of my subscriptions together, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to group all my subscriptions together. I need to be able to see those separately in the event that I want to cancel something. Obviously, at this point, if I cancel something, I wouldn't necessarily be canceling it because of a financial reason of not being able to afford, but I need to be able to psychologically see them separate, because if I want to cancel something because it's not useful in my life. And in the budget report card, I talk about how one of my subscriptions I did cancel, but having it all lumped together on my budget made it, when I was like reconciling, just made it not awesome. So I will fix that in this budget. You guys will just see it broken down in a little bit more detail. And then the other thing that you won't see in this budget, and I had mentioned this in the last budget, is that I had created sort of like a family wellness or money to set aside for like an emergency family sort of situation. And everybody is healthy, everybody's in the clear. And what that situation was, and I may talk about this in another video, I may not, but my mom got COVID-19, and I'm not gonna cry about this. Okay, I thought I was fine. Hold on, wait a minute, I might not be fine. I don't think I'm fine. Okay, I can't talk about it. She's fine. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that just made me really emotional. So I'll just finish. So my mom is fine. Everybody is fine. Everybody is fine. So when my mom got it, obviously it was very scary, and I don't know. It's just very. I shouldn't have brought this up. I definitely thought I was fine. Okay, we just gonna talk about something else, because I was very scared. So I wasn't. I definitely thought it was like, okay, so give me just a second. Okay, so wasn't expecting to do that because everybody's fine. So it's just emotional, because it's like, it's a lot to think about. And I think that, man, I'm definitely not going to be able to talk about this. Okay, give me just a second. Hold on. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. All right. Things happened. So the thing that I didn't want to talk about last year that will obviously remain nameless because just saying it out loud makes me very emotional. Um, I'm not going to talk about it because I won't be able to get through the budget. But I was bringing it up to say that throughout this whole journey, like I have talked about how money is emotional and how my mental and my emotional health is the most important thing to me in all the land. And I'm not going to do anything on this journey that would compromise my mental and emotional health. And so when that happened in my family, like that was very scary. And good grief, man, it was very scary, but I was very grateful to be in a financial position to be able to do something about it if I needed to be able to do something about it. And so last month was sort of like, for the different people in my family who did get COVID, like last month was the month where, like, just from a financial perspective, I was just like, good grief, like I just wanted to be able to, like, make sure if something happened, like we would be okay, like I would be able to do something about it. So that's good. And I'm bringing all that up to say that's not something that I have to think about this month, but thinking about that from just like a family medical perspective is intense, but also thinking about it from a financial perspective is intense. And I never want you guys to feel like I'm not sharing financial stuff, because I was very like, oh, I'm not going to tell you what that's about. Is it like, and now you can see why I said that. It wasn't because like I don't want you to know. Like I value this transparency, I value this relationship, I value the accountability that you guys are holding me to. It's that it's so emotional for me and it's so intense that, like, I don't even want to think about it. Like I don't want to think about it. And so even though it was a big chunk of my finances and of the last budget, and you won't see it reflected in this budget, it's like it just was all there and it all came up. And so I just wanted to let you guys know, like, that family situation is not something that I am thinking about, contemplating, or managing from a financial perspective in my finances. I thought I was done with it emotionally as well, obviously based off these tears. I am not. So that will also be reflected in the budget, that there won't just be this random chunk of money that I'm setting to the side for my family situation that I didn't talk about last year or last month. So now you know. Yeah, and so I can't talk about it. So there's that. The other really important thing that's going on in February is there's Valentine's Day in this month. So I'm super excited about that. So you guys will see a Valentine's Day budget set aside, which is very exciting. Like, I love holidays anyway, and I've been very fortunate to really be able to indulge in the holidays since the last quarter moving into this in the way that I want. So I'm like sending out Valentine's Day cards and doing something special for Valentine's Day. So it's really very, very exciting. That's happening this month. And yeah, those are the things. Man, that caught me off guard. Those are the things that are happening this month that you guys will see reflected in my budget. So without further ado, I've written all of my spliced out expenses down on my Post-it. Without further ado, grab your budget forms and let's get budgeting. Listen, move you guys over here so that you can see my desk and we can do this together. Hold on here. Man, that hit me like a ton of bricks. Ton of bricks. Okay, how we want to do this? Let's go here, and now my whole desk is a mess because I moved it around to grab my charger. Sorry about that. Let's get this turned around so that you guys can see. Ooh. It's so interesting. Like, you change one thing and it literally shifts everything. You have to adjust and figure out how to, because like our setup from before for the last 2 years was just, it was all set up, but now we have a new setup because my home is different. So I'm adjusting to all that. Okay, here we go. All right, so the budget forms that we're going to be using are the quick start budget, the monthly cash flow plan, and the one where the rubber meets the road, the allocated spending, and we're going to do them in a zero-based budget form. And I will do my best to keep the calculator in the shot. So my income this month is going to be $10K. So you guys know I do $1,000 in tithes, and then, or 10% to my tithes, excuse me. And then I do 10% to child support. Yes, my son is 18. Yes, he is in college. I intend to pay child support until I am moved to not pay child support. And I'm not there yet. So that's that. I don't need to add any additional money to my emergency fund. I do have a little bit of money left in my family wellness fund from last month, and I'm just going to leave that in there just as like flex money that can be used in the event of family stuff or something. But neither one of those need to be refunded. Then I have my rent, which is $937. I have my renter's insurance, which is $575. You guys have made mention to call my renter's insurance to put my pet insurance on there. I did not listen. I got distracted and didn't listen. And let me tell you, when you guys see this budget report card, you're not going to believe how much money I spent on this puppy. Would have been nice to have some puppy insurance. But that's for another video. My electricity is $25. My gas is $25. And then my second gas is $25 when they are on the budget. And so that total is $75. I usually never really work with these totals down here, but oops. 942.75. And then for groceries, so interesting fun fact with groceries, I did not end up spending the entire $300, which is very nice. I'm going to leave it in my budget this month because this is the month where like my subscription steaks will come in and other sort of subscription style food items will come in. So I want to leave it at 300 to see if I can get closer to that or if I go over that. And if I do go over, I will only go over to the degree of how much I did not spend from last month. Clothing, I don't anticipate buying any additional clothing this month. What is this, February? Well, I don't know. I may need a Valentine's Day outfit. Well, that's true, but I'm not going to put that on this one because it's not a necessity. When I think about clothes on my quick start budget, I think about necessities. And while a Valentine's Day outfit is nice, it's not a necessity. So I will put that in my wants category, not in this. Transportation, I did go over, listen, I went over my Uber budget. And I went over my Uber or my transportation budget because we had a couple of snowstorms. And when we have snowstorms, it costs so much more money, which makes sense. You're in the car longer. And like, I mean, I went so far over my Uber budget. It's unbelievable. So I am going to plan for that. Since we are still in winter here in Chicago, I am going to double my Uber budget in the event that I have somewhere to go. Because I do know I have a couple of meetings. I have a couple things that I'll be moving around. So I'm going to double, which is a lot. I've never spent that much money in transportation. But last month, I mean, I was like, whoa, what's happening? So I'm going to give myself $200 there. My life insurance is $26.26. My health coverage is $150 a month. I know I talked about paying that in full in advance. I'm fine with just doing it the once a month. And then dental, it turns out my dental doesn't expire until February. I thought it expired in December, so I may be able to get everything done this month that I need to get done for dentistry stuff. And or yes, it expires at the end of February, so I may be able to get everything done. So last month when I was going to pay $99 for dental insurance so that I could finish my dental work, I don't need to do that because I might actually finish my dental work this month. This child care sitter, this is going to be changed to doggy sitter, but I'm also going to put that under my wants because it's not something that is a necessity. But for travel and stuff like that, there is a cost associated with boarding my dog that I just, listen, didn't think about it until it happened. So the total 26 plus 150 for my insurances will be 176.26 is the total there. So let's add up what my money needs to do. This is just to cover my needs, my four walls, my transportation, my housing, my food, a little bit of clothing that would make it possible for me to continue to work, and my insurances. So these are just what are my needs, the total cost of my needs. And so let's bring the calculator into the shot. So $1,000 for my tithes, $1,000 for child support, 942.75 for my housing, 75 for my utilities, 300 for my groceries, 200 for my transportation, and then 176.26 for my insurances. So that is, I'm just going to put this on this post-it and do my math one more time. That's $3,694.01. So I'm just going to add it up one more time just to check my math. Okay, yes. So my total needs for the month of February are $3,694.01, which if my total income is $10,000, that leaves me a disposable income of $6,305.99. So we will see how my disposable income will be distributed between my debt and my wants. So that is that. And I will pop off and pop back on for a Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, just jot them down in your notes and then copy and paste them into the Q&A portion when I pop back on to this call. Or I guess it's not really a call, but the video. I'm sorry, my nose is running from my earlier tears. I apologize. Yes, Nikki said that the president may cancel 90% of all debt. Yes, I'm aware of that. And up and until that is announced, I'm going to honor the debt that I owe. So I'm very, I derive a lot from paying back what I borrowed. So I am going to transfer my numbers from my Quick Start budget to this budget here really quickly. Nothing for my emergency fund. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, Nikki. I didn't think that you meant it in a diminishing way at all. I apologize if that sounded like I was Like, I took it that way. I felt like it was more of an announcement, which is the reason why I said it out loud, because I do know a lot of people here are following me, and that would be something that would be incredibly beneficial. So I totally took it that way. I'm actually going to put, I don't know if I'll put restaurant on here or if I'll just do a Valentine's Day budget, or how I'm going to break that down. We'll talk about that when we get there. We don't have clothing. I'm going to, I know this is clothing under cleaning and laundry, but I'm going to pull this laundry line over to my wants, because it's easier for me to organize it now that I send my laundry out to be washed. The cost is increased, but also it helps me to see, no, this is a want that's being fulfilled. Like, yes, laundry is a necessity, but obviously if I wash my own laundry, it would be a very different amount than if I send my laundry out. And so I just want to see that in the place of my wants, because I think that that's more true to the way that I'm doing laundry. And then 200 for my transportation. And then I would come back to these bills and such. So let's go to the second page and break this down. So my minimum, I'm going to fill in, how do I want to do this? Do I want to fill in my, how do I want to do this? Do I want to fill in my student loans? I mean, there's $6,000 left. I mean, obviously I'm going to pay my minimum on my student loans, and I think my personal wants don't exceed $1,000. So yeah, let's do my wants, and then I will put my debt over there. So I'm going to change this to therapy. And therapy is 140 plus 280. Last month I thought that I was going to go to therapy once a month. I ended up going every week because a couple of things came up, and therapy is like, it's just how I maintain all this awesomeness. So I ended up going once a week. So I'm going to maintain once a week for the remainder of this quarter and not transition that out until the beginning of next quarter, while all of these things are sort of shifting in my personal life and in my business. I just want to be really prepared for that. I'm going to do a personal hygiene order, a big one. And I think I'll do about $100 just to get my soap and toilet tissue and things like that. Don't have any cosmetics or hair care. I do want to eventually get this in order of priority. I don't have an order of priority off the top of my head right now, so I'm just kind of thinking it out loud as we're going. Even though it's listed other places on here, it helps me to be able, because when I'm spending money throughout the month, I come back and I cross things off, and it's easier for me to think, no matter what, I'm going to do my therapy, then I'm going to do this, and then kind of go down, to just visually see it on the paper that way. So then the next thing that I would take care of is my laundry. That would be my next line item, is my laundry. And my laundry subscription is $60. And then the tip would be something that I do later. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, let's mark that off. That's that. Okay. And then after that, I have my puppy. Now, listen, you guys will see. So we went to the vet. And when we went to the vet, there were some things that needed to be done. And so we're going back to the vet this month because he had a 3-week follow-up appointment. And I know that the deposit for that vet appointment is $70 already. And whatever the cost for the actual treatment, if necessary, they'll take the 70 and subtract it. But I'm thinking I need to budget around $200 just in case, because I was very surprised by the cost of what we ended up paying last month, which you guys will see in my budget report card. So I'm going to do $200 for the puppy. So we can go to the vet, we can do dog food and all that stuff. Cause yeah, that caught me off guard and I don't want to be caught off guard this coming month. I decided not to get my nails done because I accidentally got them stripped down she filed them down like too low, and they are quite painful to touch. So I'm going to let those grow back in. So I'm not getting my nails done. Valentine's Day is coming up, and I would like to do something special for someone special and for myself. So, let's see. I will come back to that number of what I'm going to spend. I want to see what my total number paid towards debt is going to be, but I am going to give myself a Valentine's Day budget. Then the next thing after that I have in my wants category is for tips. Tipping is very important to me. You guys know that I was a waitress, so I want to make sure that I'm doing that well. So I want to tip 25%. So I know that I'm doing $300 for groceries. I'm doing $200 for Uber, and I'm not getting my nails done, so I won't need to do a tip. So 25% of 500 would mean 125 would be about the amount that I would send out in tips. And it was really nice to see that organized separately on my budget in the way that you guys had suggested last month. So I do appreciate you giving that to me, giving me that suggestion. Okay, so now we are at subscriptions, which I didn't do these well last month, and they looked better when I was reconciling my budget. So that's why I want to break them down. So my number one subscription that I have, well, it's my laundry service, but then after that, it's Instacart. And I didn't even write that on the budget last time, but that is $9.99 for Instacart. Then after Instacart, it is going to be Disney Plus, because I am a total Disney girl. And my Disney Plus, I think I had $12.99, and I may be on some intro trial, but it was $7.62 is what actually came out. So I'm gonna budget $9.99 here. Unless, does somebody on here have Disney Plus and know if there's a difference between like the entry trial versus how much you actually pay a month? If somebody knows that, let me know. So then I have Disney Plus. Then after Disney Plus, I have Apple Music, which is for my son. And that is $10.69. Then after Apple Music, I have Amazon. It'll go, okay, so maybe this month it'll be $12.99. Yeah, so we'll do $12.99. Oh, you pay for the whole year, Stacey Ann? I didn't know we could do that. I paid like 60 something for the whole year. Okay, I may go in and see if I can find the whole year, so then that way I don't even have to see it as a subscription, because I already know I'm keeping Disney Plus. Like, I'm a total Disney girl. So Apple for my son, and then Amazon Prime after that. Amazon Prime, and that is $12.99. Yes. And then yes. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 subscriptions. And then last month I had a subscription to a trainer, and I canceled that because that didn't really work out for me. I may end up going back to I'm saying it like I'm not going to go. I am going to go back to the gym, and I do have personal training credits still there. So I don't know how that's going to flesh out. I don't know what that would look like, but I don't have a budget for it necessarily right now. So the only other thing that I'm trying to figure out is how much I'm going to spend on Valentine's Day. So let me add up these wants. I feel like there's something missing. Let me see if I can find my budget. I don't have any birthdays in February. My son doesn't have anything. Oh, his PT, Antoinette Watson said, sorry, going up $1. I don't know what that means. Oh, Apple Music is only $4. Oh, I'm gonna have to go in and change that, because he definitely is not on a student plan. Thank you. Oh, I didn't see your name. Thank you for telling me that, because I forget about that I can do student discounts with him. My son won't have his PT. That is being done, so I won't have to pay out of pocket for his PT, because that is being done with his trainers in college. What else? No birthdays. I will do pocket money. No, I won't do pocket money. I have just a lot of money dangling in my checking account, and I really do enjoy my life the way that I put it on my budget, to where I don't have a lot of random things that I end up wanting to buy. So I won't do pocket money, because if there's something like a bag of candy or something like that, I have that like at the bottom of my purse, the change for it. And or I'll just get it out of some other, like my grocery haul budget or something like that. So I guess I just don't feel the need to be as strict with that. But okay, I can't think of any other wants. If you guys can think of a want while I'm adding this up, definitely let me know if there was something that I mentioned before. So 280 plus 100 plus 60 plus 200 plus 125 plus 999 plus 1299 plus 1069 plus 1299. Okay, so 8, 11, 16 is the total for my wants right now. I mean, excuse me, 8, 11, 66. And if you guys remember, my disposable income right now is $6,305.99. So we can minus $811.66, which means I could put $5,494.33 on my debt. I could also take $494.33 and put that towards Valentine's Day. I'm not going to do that, but I'm just saying. But maybe I'll do like $249 for Valentine's Day. I don't know what I'm doing for Valentine's. Oh, I do have a birthday. I take that back. And also, birthday budget is going to need to be more than, it doesn't need to be, I would prefer for birthday budget to be more than, I think we had decided on $50. I definitely did not do $50 for my mom's birthday gift. My name said Valentine's Day is coming in hard this budget. No shame, I do budget for Valentine's Day. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so my aunt's birthday. And I think, I don't know what, I know she hasn't sent me the link to what she wants. I'm thinking that it's going to be somewhere around, I would say like maybe like $150 maybe is what I'm thinking. I'll just go with my gut on that. I'll do around $150. And then this is the thing. If I don't spend the $150, I will just keep that in like a sort of a sinking fund for birthdays. Because this is a year, I don't know if nope, I didn't share it. You guys haven't seen this video yet, but this is my year of relationships. And one of the things that I'm doing to nurture my relationship is through gift giving. And I'm really excited about that. So if I don't spend the full $150, I'll leave it in my birthday fund for people that I love. So let me subtract $150 from this number. So that leaves about $5,344. The only reason why I was just going to do the $5,000 is because I like seeing my student loan debt go down in like round chunks. So I guess I could totally do $344 in Valentine's Day funds. I mean, I just wish I knew what I was going to do. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So I don't know how much I need, and I don't want to... What? Oh, I forgot my son's commission. Commission is just a fancy way of saying allowance. He can earn up to what? 150. So he can earn up to 150. Vanessa said do it even 300. You can call the restaurant and ask more or less costs and then add gifts. That's what I do. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if I'm like doing like all of everything or if I'm just doing a part of Valentine's Day, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, like, you know, there may be plans already in the works to where I don't end up needing to do all that, and then what I'm doing is just a gift, if that makes sense. So but my son can earn up to, what is it, so for 2020, so 2020, so 5 times, I don't know why this is Okay, so he can earn up to, is that a week? So, okay, so yeah, so he can earn up to 50 a week, so that's 200. Okay. Nicole said you better not be doing everything. When I say everything, I don't mean like everything. I'm saying I don't know if it's going to be a like, I'm doing this for you on this day, and then later on I want to do something on it, like, right? Like maybe Valentine's Day is more than one day type everything is what I'm saying. Like all with around each other, but more than one day. I don't know. I don't know, but I do want to be prepared financially for it. So up to 200 for those allowances. So let me just take that off. Okay, so now I'm at this at 5,144.33. Okay, so then I'll do the 144.33 for Valentine's Day, and then I'll put the 5,000 on my student loans. Obviously, I was trying to get under 150 for Valentine's. There was a part of me that was like, all of it, but I think in my heart of hearts there was a number that I was trying to get down to. So then on my student loans I will do an even 5,000. And for those of you guys who are out there with federally funded student loans, this zero interest is your best friend. It is the game-changing secret to like how this debt is being crushed right now, because I'm not I don't have any interest, and it's amazing. So let me add this up, and then we will slide into my allocated spending, and then we will slide into, oops, our Q&A. I feel like okay. So my wants come up to $1,305.99, which is really high. That's more than 10%. It's very high for me. I'm actually about to adjust this. I don't want my wants to be higher than 10%. Yeah, I don't want my wants to be higher than 10%. Is that because you have restock your personal products? I think that's a question about personal hygiene. Yes, if that is that. So right now, this for me is over budget. I don't like my wants to be higher than 10%, and I'm earning 10K this month, so I'm gonna bring that number down to 1,000. So I need to find $305 in this budget to bring it down to that amount. And so the biggest thing, so what I will do here for this month, I'm going to take off my son's commission, and I will pay him out of, remember the family wellness sinking fund that I created last month? I will pay his commissions allowance out of that. So I'm going to take that off. Cause yeah, I'm not doing more than 10%. So that's 200. Then I need $105.66. $105. So I can do, I feel like the puppy's gonna be about 200. Yes, Robin, I will expand on the family wellness when we do the Q&A. I'll try again to do it. But if you saw the beginning of this video, that didn't go too well. But yes, I will try. I don't think I can pull anything from the puppy. So the space to pull some from would be from Valentine's Day and my Aunt Lisa's gift. So if I do, I wish I knew how much her gift was. Man. Nicole said V-Day first. True. Okay. All right, so let's take V-Day down to, let's take V-Day down to an even, Z, I will update the link. I didn't realize it wasn't working. I will update the links. Let me see. If I take V-Day down, okay, let's see. So I need one. So I need $80.60 from V-Day. So I'm going to take V-Day down to $63. That your presence is gift enough. That is amazing. And you are absolutely right. I want these numbers to look prettier than this. Okay, I need $105.66. That just is a fact. So I will take, oh, I don't want to only spend $38 on V-Day. Take $10 out of every section of everything. I can't do that because some of these prices are set. And this is the reason why I like to order it like this, because in order of priority, like I'm able to take things away. So, okay, I can't, okay, so let's see. If we do 75 from, then 30.66 from V-Day. Okay, so we are gonna do 75 from Aunt Lisa's gift. So we're gonna cut that in half and we'll make that $75. Then we will do, we'll take 30.60 from V-Day. So V-Day goes to $113.73. So basically V-Day is $110. $113.73. And then that should be it. May have to try to scrounge up some of that change sitting at the bottom of my purse. But the idea with the budget is I want to constrain myself for a very specific reason. So I'm, okay, I don't know where that 39 cents came from. Make your gift, they'll appreciate it. 280, 100, 60, 200, 125, 99. So 113.34 is what that's supposed to be. Okay. So then this should be 1,000. So then I'm right at 10% of my income for that. So I'm gonna add up all of my numbers to just make sure that I'm good, that it is indeed zero based. Okay, 1,000, 937, 75, 300, 200. That's the thing with Valentine's Day. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I want to do something. So that's the thing. It's like I want to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. Like, who knows? May not spend any of that. 280, 100, 60, 200, 113, 34, 125, 199, 12.99, 10.69, 12.99, 575. Dang it. My math still wasn't right. Plus, yeah, how am I? Oh, then that will go over there. That's how I'm still off, because my disposable income was 6,305. So this is going to get like a little bit more. I guess I could have left it over here. No. All right, guys. Okay. All right. I need some help. Okay. So my disposable income is $6,305.99, which means that I can put $5,000 on my student loans. Solid $5,000 is good to go. And then I have $1,305.99 left over as disposable income, which is this total, right? The reason I took it down from $1,305.99 is because I like to see my wants under $1,000. And like, that's just where I like to see the number. I feel like it stretches me, it pushes me to grow, et cetera, et cetera. But I would love your opinion. Am I being too hard on myself? Do I just keep the $305.99 over here and leave everything with the original numbers? V-Day gets $144 and Lisa's gifts gets $150. I pull my son's commission from this budget. Or do I constrain and go down to the $1,000 and then put the additional $305.99 onto my debt? So press 1 if I do $1,305.99, press 1. Press 2 if I constrain and go down to $1,000. So 1, and then if you have time to quickly drop in your rationale, I'd love that as well. So we had a lot of 1s, now we're getting 2s. 1K is a great boundary. So yeah, so 1K isn't the boundary, 10% or less is the boundary. 2, one time only, 2 go gazelle intense. So we're kind of like split, guys. 2. It's a budget to pay down debt. Here we go, Vanessa. That's good. That's good right there. You'll feel good about yourself keeping it. Okay, I don't know. That's why I'm asking Kay. Yes, this is what would Dave Ramsey do? Yes, B-Day and V-Day gifts can definitely be made to be whatever number I get to. Okay, stick to my 10%. That is going to stretch me the most. Okay, I think 10% or less is good. Boundaries are important. Okay, all right. Kay said 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so then that means we're going to put the $305.99. Split it. Ooh, Kay, come on now, Kay. Whoa, they would pay down the debt. Okay. All right. So we'll put the $305.99. You guys are right, because my first mind, even when I just saw the number like leaning over the 10%, I was uncomfortable. I don't like that feeling as it relates to my money. I understand that I am making more than enough to go either way on these decisions, but I'm still in this journey and constraint helps. So yes, Buttercup Bunny. Yes, my whole home is painted. So constraint is right. I will do the extra over on debt. So debt will get the $305.99. Thank you so much for your help. So that means 10,000 minus 10,000 equals 0. Yes. All right. So now let us do the allocated spending case. And I'm so relieved. The allocated spending. So what's today? The 8th. So I will go ahead and pay myself today. And then I will pay myself on the 18th, just to make it simple. It really helps to give myself, I do like even numbers, Candace, but is an even number more important than stretching myself to grow and constrain my wants to 10%? I don't know. But I do really like even numbers, because next month when I say it, I'll be like, I have 74,642. Like, it'll just be a more clunkier number, and then we'll have to clean it up with the budget. But yes. Okay. So I will do 5 today and then 5 oops, in 2 weeks. Yes, Nicole. I mean, I prefer the even numbers, just math wise. It just makes it easier. And it also, for some reason, it just feels like you're really doing, it makes me feel like I'm really doing something. But okay, so here we go. Allocated spending. So we'll do 1,000. Four. 1,000. 3 is left over. No emergency fund. I do, Nell. I do. I feel a lot better. Thank you for asking. I do feel a lot better with that decision. And that's why I appreciate your help. Like, I don't know who does how many people in the group do their budget alone, but the beautiful thing is that it helps me to think and speak out loud. It's not like I couldn't have figured that out on my own, but I'm trying to keep the calculator in the thing. I obviously figured it out sooner with your help and you guys taking the time to put your rationale in there. So I deeply, deeply appreciate that. It makes a world of a difference to me. So I don't think these come out at the beginning of the month. Yeah, I like that. I didn't even think about that idea, single mom. The constraint of how much you have to spend for the gift helps you to find a gift that fits that amount. That is a beautiful way to think about it. I'm gonna go ahead and get most of all of my groceries will come out before the 18th in terms of subscriptions and me buying. So I'll do, I think I will do 200 on this one and then do 100 on that one. And then, yes, cooking vlogs and all that is coming. I don't have a lot of space in my kitchen. Not space. I don't have a lot of surface space because I don't have my old table that I had. And so I'm just waiting for that to get installed. And then it'll be a lot easier to move around in the kitchen and do stuff. But yes, all of it is coming back. So I'll do 100 this week. But also, really, the big thing with videos is my computers can't handle the video footage, the video files. And so I haven't been able to edit. That's really the big constraint there. And then let me take out all of my insurances. You guys, look at this. I did not put my insurances on my cash flow plan. We will not be doing this. I didn't put my insurances on here. I have to go back and do this math over. Okay. 26, 150. That affects the budget. And renters. Robin, so yes, I got a external hard drive, but the computer can't process the video files when I'm editing the video files on the computer. Then 575. So I actually need to take that number from this. So 2626 plus 150 plus 575 equals 18201. So this dangling 305 is now going to be reduced by the 18201 because I forgot to take out my insurances originally on the cash flow plan. Hoping that makes sense to you guys. And this is why we do a handwritten budget. We don't do a budget in our head because definitely thought that I have more disposable income, and it's good that I constrained because now I don't have to further reduce my wants. I can just take it out of this over here. So that work. It seems like a lot of work, but it is work worth doing, in my opinion. So 26 minus, yeah. And I think it's because, so my camera broke in March of last year, and I needed I got a new one. And so now the video records in like super duper HD. So I think it maybe records in a, because of the higher quality. I mean, I don't know. I don't know tech stuff enough, so let me not even try to explain that. That's the only thing I can think of, is that the quality of the video is so high that it is not allowing me to edit on the computer. But my aunt is going to be sending, I did purchase a MacBook, but it didn't work out. Like, it didn't work out, so I returned that. And my aunt is going to be sending me her old iMac computer. So, so yeah, that has also been an impediment to getting videos up for you guys. Okay. All right, so let me write these in properly. I already know my puppy is going to be, so therapy, there's 140. I'm gonna shop that today. Send laundry at 140. So the puppy is going to be 200 over here. V-Day, I'm gonna pick that stuff up today, or maybe not today, but this week. So 113.34. Then tips kind of go down the middle. This kind of goes down. We'll do 75 here and 50 here. And then Instacart comes out here towards the end of the month. Disney is the end of the month, $12.99. Apple is the end of the month, which ideally that will change next month. Prime is the end of the month. And then Aunt Lisa's gift, I'm going to get that this week. So that goes over here. Okay, so now let me do the math on that. This is the harder one, but this is the one that's so important because you get to see when you're going to spend your money, and when you spend your money is just important as that you spend your money. And I remember those few times I skipped this one, and it just did not turn out well for my budget at all. And this is typically the one that most people want to skip. I wouldn't recommend it. And you guys will see that reflected when I do my budget report card. You will see, because I mean, this January's budget is just a mess. Okay, so that's that. And then I will actually pay my student loans the following month. So we have that becomes a credit to the budget over here. So we add 101,765. Okay, that's 5,000. It means that I'm starting out with 1,765 in the checking account. Okay, then I will take out, so I'll have 60. Jacqueline, I have a puppy. I got a puppy on Christmas Eve, and you guys are going to meet him this month. I'm very excited because it's officially been a month that I've had him. We've gone to the vet, and you know, he's all checked out, so I'm feeling very secure about his existence in my life and him being able to like stay alive and exist. I was really quite afraid of that. I think because my Stella girl passed away. So, and I never had a puppy before. So I wanted to make sure that like I wouldn't, not obviously I wouldn't kill him on purpose, but I just wanted to make sure that it was real. Like, who gets a puppy on Christmas Eve? That just feels like something out of a movie. So I was like, oh, something's going to happen. My apartment complex is going to say something, or, you know, maybe he'll get sick. And, you know, I was just very worried. And so I just needed a little me and him time. But now I'm feeling very excited about sharing him with you all. Because he's an amazing, like, amazing addition to my life. 100. And I intend to train him. So he's going to do regular training. I'm doing training with him right now, but we're going to go and get trained as well, because I want him to be a really incredible dog. And you guys know I believe in professionals, getting professional support. And so we are going to go to a trainer for just regular obedience training and stuff like that after I get the basic stuff that I'm doing now. And then after that, I'm going to look into having him trained privately for emotional support, like getting that extra training pulled into him. Because last year there was like some stuff that came up and it was really very intense, and I had met a dog randomly on the street because I like had a very bad panic attack, and I met a dog randomly on the street, and it clearly was an emotional support dog because the way that the owner responded and the way that the dog responded, it was like they already knew what was going on. And that dog stood with me on the street until I was able to come out of that state of unexpected panic. And I want my dog to be able to have that capacity. And I don't know if that's something that has to happen very early on in their life, or if you can do it later. I'm not for sure, but that's definitely something that I'm looking into so that he can be emotional support for me as it relates to managing PTSD. He was going to travel with me anyway, even if he wasn't an emotional support, but I feel like that additional piece on there would be great. Yes, I'm planning to do a debt-free scream. Of course. Me and Dave Ramsey's team or community are in close contact. Like, I don't feel like I can call him Dave, but we are in we're building a really good relationship. So I'm excited to see what that will look like for my debt-free scream, if the relationship that I have with them will translate into a little bit more, something awesome coming out of that relationship. But absolutely, even if that doesn't happen, I'm still gonna go and do a debt-free scream as soon as it's open. And like, I think I'll be out of debt before maybe they're open to go in and do debt-free screams. But it does, even if it's 5 years later, which I don't think that it will be, I'm still gonna go and do my debt-free scream. Like, that is how I will be like, yes, I'm going to 1,000%. My point here is yes, I'm going to 1,000% do that. So there has to be something that I did wrong, because I'm still at $503.99 and I shouldn't be at this number. I should be at 50. Dang it. This budget. All right, let me see if I'm missing something that I didn't subtract. 1717. Insta, V-Day. Therapy. It should not be 305. Okay, 1,000 makes 4 makes 3. 263. Okay. Minus 200 minus 100 minus 1763. 1763. Okay. Minus 2626 minus 150 minus 575 minus 140 minus 100 minus 60 minus 113 34 minus 75 minus 75. Yeah, the Valentine's Day is messing up the budget. It really is. It really is throwing me for a little bit of a loop. So 1,017.65 remaining. Okay, let me go back to my cash flow and make sure my cash flow just adds up to 10,000, because maybe I just did my math wrong. It may be messing everything up, but it is worth it. You just gotta work through the numbers. Oh, my tip. That's what I don't have on here. Oh no, I do. Right. Okay, made that up. Tip is on there. Instacart. $1.99. Dang it. Oh. So this doesn't add up to, oh, sweet baby Jesus. So this doesn't add up to. So maybe the 305 was the right number. Maybe that was the right number. 709 1 1 2 3 9 8. Okay. I feel like I almost want to just reprint this back out and see what happened. Okay. All right. And this is why we write everything down. Yes, Peter, it will be saved. Are you Peter? Are you the original Peter? I don't know if you remember Peter from the original. Okay, so I have $10,000 minus 1,000 minus 1,000 minus 937 minus 25 minus 25 minus 25 minus 300 minus 200. Okay. My home insurance is not on there. It's $575, so it moves over here. Yes, so your original Peter, that like you gave me a lot of pushback in the beginning. It really helped out a lot. Like it was almost like we were arguing, except for we weren't. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard of another Peter outside of you, so that's why I'm asking. Is it you? Do you remember from like 2000? You were like, "What are you doing? You're not doing your math correctly. You are inverting your numbers." Are you that Peter who did that? Do you remember doing that to me? It's very helpful. Oh, he said, no, I know you more from Instagram. Oh, okay. I know what Peter that is. I know which Peter you are. Nice to see you over here on YouTube. Okay. Okay, guys. So it is still 301, 305. I don't know how I messed up my math there. I have no idea. I have no idea. So it is $305.99. That's remaining. So there is $305.99. Maybe I had did this math even though I didn't write it on here, but it does come out to $305.99. Whoops, which is left over. So that means on my allocated spending, this 305, yes, my monthly income, LC Baby XO, is 10K this month. So that means this $305.99 is correct to go on my final line of $5,305.99 of my allocated spending. So that means it worked out. The big thing with the allocated spending that's intense is that like I'm showing you when my money is going to go where it's going to go. So the way that I like to say these forms are broken down, and the reason why I really recommend that you do all three, is that the quick start budget is just telling you what your money needs to do. So you know how like in elementary school it's like who, what, where, when, why, like this is your what. It's very important to the story. Like if you're trying to write a book or tell a story and you don't know what is happening, then it's the rest of the when, who, how, it's going to be important, but it's not going to make sense. This tells me what my money needs to do. So my money needs to pay my rent, pay my utilities, food, insurances, transportation, my giving, and my child support. These are the things that are very, very important to me. So the quick start budget is, you don't have any time and you just need to know what you as an adult need to do a quick start budget. The cash flow plan tells me where my money is going, both my needs and my wants. So quick start tells me what my needs are doing. Cash flow plan tells me where my money is going relative to my needs and my wants. So that's why when we were here, you guys saw me when I looked at this number, I was like, I don't want my wants to exceed a certain amount. And so as soon as I got to the cash flow, because I know from my quick start budget that my needs are taken care of, then when I'm getting into budgeting, I'm like, oh, let me move this number around. Let me change this, because now that I know what my money has to do for me to survive, now I can tell it like where to go so that I can enjoy my life. And I can say, oh, this is more than I want to spend here, so let me change this. And also I want this amount to go towards my debt. Like I can see clearly that I'm spending $5+ grand on debt this month, and that feels really, really good. I can see that I'm spending $1,000 on wants this month. That feels really, really good. So this is all about like where your money is going relative to what you're spending on needs and what you're spending on wants. Then the allocated spending is all about when your money is going to go there. And that's why this one is so important. So I know today all of these things are going to get paid. So I'm going to pay my tithes, I'm going to send my child support, my rent for this month is already paid because I'm a month in advance. So I'm going to go ahead and pay this now, but obviously it'll be for next month. I know that my insurances are going to come out, and then therapy. I had therapy last week, and then I'll have therapy tomorrow, and she'll do the 140 for the first 2 weeks, and then she'll do the 140 for the next. I'll order my personal hygiene from Amazon, laundry, like all of these things will come out with this first paycheck. Then when I pay myself again in 10 days, I know all of the rest of this stuff will come out. I'll pay my student loans. That's actually on the wrong line. It should actually be over here since I'm explaining that. It should be on that line. So this is really, really important, because you know how like you have that psychology of like, I have my first pay, I have my fun money paycheck, and then I have my bills paycheck. A lot of people naturally psychologically break their paychecks into those two categories, or they'll say, oh, I got my broke check and then I have my fun check. And your broke check is usually the check that your car note and your rent and all that stuff comes out. That's essentially what I'm doing with the allocated spending, but I'm breaking it down and making it make more sense, so that way I don't feel like I have a broke check and I have a fun check. It's like, no, it's all my money. How do I want to spend it? So that is it for the budget. I'm going to pop off and pop back on for a Q&A. So if you are interested in that, give me about 5 seconds and I'll pop back on. We can do a Q&A. And thank you so much for watching me do my budget live. I'll see you guys in like 5 seconds. Bye.